October's been so far a rather slow month. I mean, regardless of what we expected. So slow, I started to give up on new games. However, the couple of days we went through were surprisingly packed with new games and we seem to be back on track. That's it. Here's about 20 new games released in October 2023 that you can pick up on your Android, mostly and iOS devices as well.
임무를 시작합니다.
Number 1, with over 1 million pre-registered players already rated a 5 out of 5 on most critical websites. However, in Korean, it's said to be coming over in English by the end of October. We've got over here a first of its own kind MMORPG fighting game that's coming from the famous developers of Blue Archive, and about 10 more huge mobile games as something you call Building and Fighter. This game's about 1 GB in total, is playable online, and this is legit how it looks. Coming back after 6 years of development, at number 2 we have something here called Kai Risei, Million Author. The new game over here is so-called Ring. This is a turn-based card-style RPG that's inspired by the Final Fantasy and based off of an anime that started life a long time ago. Now the company's new work over here is much more advanced in graphics. It's quite a bit inspired by the Atelier games in Formula, and sitting on its official website now taking you down a whopping 12 GB in storage.
备好感受怒火了吗？
做好觉悟了吗？不要闲着。
Rated a 4.8 out of 5, over 5 million downloads ever since release. At number 3 we have an action platform style shooter coming from an exclusive mobile game developer here, a game called Hopeless II Cavescape. Now you're probably familiar with the game. It's a series of single player games that even has a third entry. The reason that this one in particular is in the list today is because it just went offline about a week ago and it's now even playable with a controller. At number 4 we have something here called Rise. I haven't played this one myself, don't know why it's downloaded only 1,000 times, but from what I can tell, it's an action online tactical first-person shooter, and I've gathered it's developer's first work too. It has legit visuals, about 1 GB in total, as a 4 vs 5 matches and a few different modes to play through as well. It's an online game. Let me know if it's any good if you give it a shot.
Clean up the environment and restore the nature.
Number 5, we have a farming semi-open world adventure, actually the mobile port of a PC game that came out last year going by the name Ecotopia. This is a free game here, downloaded over 10,000 times and rated a 4.7 out of 5. Not only you get to farm and breed, but craft, build and even solve the occasional puzzles. It's playable online though, about 2 GB in total, and this is how it looks. Oh, by the way, your job here is to restore harmony to ecosystem, hence the name Ecotopia. Coming from the same developers of Zombie Hunter King, more than a dozen games with over 10 million downloads each, some of them 100 million. At number 6 we have the company's newest work here, an idle RPG adventure, something called Soul Slayer. This game even incorporates dungeon crawling elements on top of some of the best 3D visuals this specific genre ever had to offer. A great rewarding system, very satisfying combat, and a 5 out of 5 rating on half the websites already.
When you look back on your life,
Sitting on the Google and the App Store with a 5 out of 5 since just days ago. Number 7 we have another puzzle escape room adventure from Rusty Lake, this time going by the name Underground Blossom. Well, this is by the way the same team who brought all Cubescape games for free on mobiles. Underground Blossom over here is the same, a point and click adventure that takes place across 7 different metro stations where you live through the memories of a little girl. It's a good one. Following a 3-year wait since its original game, at number 8 we've got over here Speed Moto Dash, the sequel. That's actually one of the few Unreal Engine 4 racing games that has been coming out recently on mobiles and takes less than a gigabyte. I mean, the original was graphically super good and was only 200 megabytes in total. So these developers know what they're doing. I mean, the games are bug-free. The sequel over here is once again a free one, but 600 megabytes as one in total, with tuned gameplay and a broader customization options and better graphics. If you are familiar with the old Gurren Lagann anime series from almost 18 years ago, you probably know Tengen Toppa. Believe it or not, Wanda Cinemas, a newly made god-tier mobile developer, brought and made possible the first Tengen Toppa mobile game as a faithful adaptation of the series, delivering one of the most amazing strategy RPGs that has been released for years on mobiles. This thing over here has been around for months though, but it just made it out in English and offers a great story on top of some of the cutest 3D designs on characters and its enemies, and the whole thing is about 2 gigabytes in total. It's playable online, play it, thank me later. Previously released on PCs and now finally on TapTap, you can actually play this one offline too. Number 10, we have Metal Mind, a procedurally generated single-player RPG platformer, a hack and slasher, and a shooter pixel art game. This is actually the developer's first work, and Metal Mind is available on Steam for the price of $20. On TapTap, you can give it a shot for free. The iOS version is still in the works and set to be coming over for free by the end of the year as well. That's it. Here's some really good bonuses, some honorable mentions, and a couple of games to try later on.
기다려라, 테슬라.
이 녀석의 손끝 하나도 테슬러를 건드리게 두지 않을 거야.
자, 우리 함께 가자.
Huh?